There's a specific age where wealthy people's spending habits change almost overnight. It's not 65. It's not when they feel rich. It's 59 and a half.
That's the exact age the IRS lets you pull money from your retirement accounts without a penalty. And once that door opens, something interesting happens. The people who actually stay wealthy start buying less of certain things, not more.
In this video, I'm breaking down the 7 purchases wealthy retirees cut once they hit this age, and why doing it before you retire could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Quick context so the rest of this makes sense. Before 59 and a half, pulling money early from accounts like a 401k or traditional IRA usually triggers a 10% penalty on top of regular taxes. It's the government's way of saying, this money is for retirement. Leave it alone. At 59 and a half, that penalty disappears. You can access your accounts freely. You'd think that means people start spending more. In reality, the opposite happens with people who actually keep their wealth long term. Once that money becomes accessible, the psychology flips from I need to look successful to I need to protect what I built. That mental shift is what drives these next 7 changes. Number 1, new cars every 2 to 3 years. Buying a brand new car every few years is one of the most common wealth leaks, and it's one of the first things to go. A new car loses roughly 20% of its value in the first year alone. Do that every 2 to 3 years for a decade, and you've quietly handed tens of thousands of dollars to depreciation. What wealthy retirees do instead? They buy a reliable car, new or lightly used, and hold on to it for 8 to 10 years. The difference between a new car every 3 years habit and a hold for a decade approach can be $150,000 or more over a 30-year retirement, once you count what that money would have earned if invested instead. Number 2, whole life insurance policies. This one surprises people. Whole life insurance gets sold as a safe wealth building tool, but it usually comes with high fees and mediocre returns compared to just investing the difference. A lot of wealthy people bought these policies decades ago as a hedge, but once they hit 59 and a half and their retirement accounts are flush and liquid, they don't need that hedge anymore. Many either drop the policy, convert it to a smaller paid-up policy, or shift to low-cost term insurance if they still need coverage at all, freeing up thousands a year in premiums to reinvest. Number 3, timeshares. Timeshares are sold as a lifestyle upgrade. In practice, they're a liability that doesn't go away. Even after you stop using it, you're often still on the hook for annual maintenance fees, sometimes for life, sometimes passed on to your kids if you're not careful. Wealthy retirees who actually stay wealthy tend to avoid ongoing obligations like this. Instead, they book luxury travel on a pay-as-you-go basis. Same experience, zero long-term liability, and total flexibility to spend that money elsewhere if their plans change. Number 4, oversized primary residences. This is a big one, and it's less about the house and more about what the house costs to maintain. A large home means higher property taxes, higher insurance, higher utilities, and higher maintenance. Money that keeps flowing out year after year in retirement when you're no longer earning a paycheck to replace it. That's why you see so many wealthy retirees downsizing or relocating to lower cost of living and lower tax states. It's not about giving something up. It's about converting home equity into income-generating assets instead of letting it sit in square footage they don't need anymore. Number 5, high-fee, actively managed funds. During their working years, a lot of people don't think twice about the 1 to 2% expense ratio on an actively managed mutual fund. But once you're retired and drawing down your portfolio instead of adding to it, those fees hit differently. A 1.5% fee doesn't sound like much, but on a $2 million portfolio over 20 years, That's often $300,000 or more that could have stayed in your pocket. This is why so many wealthy retirees shift toward low-cost index funds once they're in withdrawal mode. Same market exposure, a fraction of the cost. Number 6, status symbol subscriptions and memberships. Country club memberships, premium credit cards with big annual fees, subscriptions that mostly exist to signal status rather than provide real value. During the wealth building years, a lot of these get justified as networking or the cost of doing business. But once someone's retired and no longer needs to project success to close deals or impress clients, a lot of that spending quietly disappears. They keep what they actually use. Everything else gets cut. Number 7, full price everything. This is the one nobody expects. You'd assume that once someone's a millionaire, they stop caring about prices. The opposite is often true, especially after 59 and a half. Once you're living off a fixed pool of assets instead of an active income, every dollar you don't spend today is a dollar that stays invested and keeps compounding. Wealthy retirees get more price conscious in retirement, not less, because now they're protecting a nest egg that has to last 20, 30, sometimes 40 years. So here's the pattern across all 7. New cars, whole life insurance, timeshares, oversized homes, high fee funds, status memberships, full price purchases. None of these are bad purchases on their own, but once you hit 59 and a half and your money becomes accessible, the goal shifts. It's not about spending to prove you made it. It's about protecting what you built so it lasts as long as you do. Subscribe to this channel for more retirement videos. See you in the next video.